Hello, Star Lovelies. It's a great time to be a soul. Today we're talking about
Hey, Collaborative Explorer, let's talk about the way your intuition wants to speak to you. The intuition is the communicator between your soul and your mind, your personality. And so we can talk about inner knowing or spiritual guidance or instinct or intuition itself. We can name inner voice or soul. All these meanings are actually the same. And you are intuitive. Whether you're identifying with that or not, you are supremely intuitive, and you have tremendous buoyancy in your energy. So let's dive in and talk about this, because you are in a very great group of people. We've had almost 23,000 people take this quiz, and over 20% of them are collaborative explorers. So there are thousands of you. And knowing that you're part of this big collective and that you're pursuing the curiosity or the exploration of intuitive guidance is perfect for you and timely for you, because in this new era of energy, collaboration is the new currency, and you were designed for this. So as we step further into this energy, you can take a leadership role should you decide to do that. You don't have to, but you can. And remembering that leadership has many different aspects to it and doesn't always have to look like that ruling leader. It can be a guide, it can be a mentor, it can be an inspirational person, it can be a coach, it could be someone who advises and who can read the room. You have an incredible way to read the room. And actually, you are reading the energy, and this is where your intuition comes in. And so when you think about that, you have this connective energy that you can walk into a room and you can understand and appreciate people's roles and responsibilities. If it's in a business setting, people's roles and, their connections, if it's in a personal one. And so you are already exercising your intuition all the time. And let's have it work for you, right? Because that could be truly helpful for you to say, "Oh, I'm going to stay away from that person," or "Gee, that person has an agenda, but you know what? I'd really actually like to learn more about that," or what have you. Your antennas are really designed naturally to look outward, and yet your soul is an inward reflection. So in order to be able to, you don't want to shift that constantly, but you do want to shift that periodically. So for you, understanding and appreciating the rhythm and the flow of things helps you beautifully, because there are times, guess what? You don't actually want to be that extroverted or outward focused. You want to be more inwardly, reflective and really, work on your own goals and strategies and expectations, and honestly have the success that you desire. And so in order to do that, anything that's cyclic is really good for you. So following the moon cycles, or looking at the tides, or understanding and appreciating that there's a different rhythm and flow during the week versus the weekend, during a certain month of a quarter or week of a month. Those are really great ways for you to put some indicators for you to say, I'm going to be more outward looking at this time, but more inward looking at that time. And you can develop this gorgeous balance with that, which would be super helpful for you. What also would be super helpful for you is understanding that since your energetic antennas are more naturally outward focused, developing an energy process for yourself, like while you're in the shower, envisioning that you're just, surrounding yourself with your favorite color or your favorite design or even your favorite number would be really, really good. Towards the end of a day, or when you've had a particularly thorny situation during the day, just envision yourself like actually walking through like a car wash and just washing that energy away. That would be really helpful, because there's energy that gets stuck to you, and that's not helpful. And that could give you the wrong impression, because you're stuck in somebody else's thorniness and it's not even yours. So when you're trying to listen to your intuition at that time, it's just like it gets gummed up. It doesn't actually work. So creating an energy layer between you and others helps you all the time. That would be something that you could do on a daily basis, and that would be really effective for you. Um, What other things would be really, really helpful? Well, there are tools that you could lean into should you want to do something like that. So, a really great crystal for you is citrine. Citrine is a self cleanser. It's known as the prosperity stone for merchants. I mean, so there's a beautiful manifestation, creativity, balancing energy with citrine. But I'm leaning into it a little bit for that cleansing effect. You could have citrine in your office. You could have citrine in your family room. You could have citrine in your purse or your bag. You could even put citrine in your glove compartment. And it just acts as a natural cleanser. So when energy is like spiking and being all sticky, citrine will just help you automatically. And like I said, it's a great manifester too. And you are a great manifester, so it would help you with that. Your star in the sky is Jupiter. You have really great luck. And so understanding and knowing that and saying, huh, what abundance am I creating? What serendipities come to me? What synchronous events happen? You start writing these things down and you'd be amazed at how you create things on an ongoing basis. And then you could get a little bit more targeted with that. Should you have a particular goal in mind? Should you have a circumstance that you want to generate some power around? The goddess Diana is perfect for you because she is the archer. So she literally goes on that hunt of what is it that I'm looking for, and then she focuses on it, boom, and she gets it. Also, the hawk energy is really good for you for the exact same reason. Hawk is a bird of prey, and hawk flies over a situation and says, you know what? This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. It gets singularly focused on it and goes and gets it. Beautiful way for you to be able to gather the wins that you want. And then from a tree perspective, the elder tree is really perfect for you. Now, if you go online and you look at it, it talks about like, oh, it's like the tree for Halloween and it's all about, warding off evil spirits and everything. And it's sure. But actually the elder tree does put this beautiful energy between you and others. So again, if you have a boss that's particularly or you have someone in your life, like it could even be a family member. Let's be perfectly clear. That can happen. Then you could say, elder tree, I'm gonna use either that citrine or I'm gonna use the elder tree. And as I'm in that shower, I'm gonna just, kind of put that buffer around me and I'm gonna add a little bit more fortification on it. And this will help you have this muffling sound between you and others, which is super helpful. I've recently done a no nonsense bubble for some of my collaborator explorers, and they're talking to me and saying that is so helpful with some of those people or those situations that are just not in my best interest. So, collaborative explorer, you have an amazing attunement to energy. And this is an intuitive way that your soul is talking to you. So we want to make sure it's as clear as it can be, and it is focused on you when you desire. So, as always, thank you. Thank you so much for being part of my world. Thank you for listening and for sharing and for who you are, because you are so poised beautifully for the new era. And we are so grateful to you.
Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more ways to use the stars strategically to align with your soul purpose, reclaim your power, and increase your prosperity. Please rate and review your favorite episodes, and remember to check out my website at kimwoods.com for my latest forecasts, articles, and offerings. To find out your intuitive success signature, take my 12-question Do You Know, Like, and Trust Yourself quiz and find out how you're living your stars at yourstarmaptosuccess.com. I've so enjoyed our time together, as it's filled with the power of the stars plus strategy to clear the pathway to your success. Until next time, happy soul tidings.